Welcome, everybody, to Level 39 and Financing Future Cities. My name is Claire Cockerton. I'm Head of Innovation Programs here. And for the last 6 months, we have been conducting a literature review, one-on-one interviews, executive workshops, and today we present the findings to you.
As everyone has said, this is the starting point for the discussion. The starting point for what do we need to do as financiers, as technologists, as startups, as entrepreneurs, as major corporations to enable the financing of future cities to be more effective. So how do we de-risk it? Because that's one of the issues. Financing will come. We heard this. Finance will come if there's confidence. Okay, so if that's all it takes, then the question is, what do we need to do to build confidence?
People are wealthier. They're living longer. So what does that mean from a financial point of view? What do they require? They need to insure for their futures. They need to insure their property. They need to insure their lives. They need to insure their health. That money is going to need to go into savings products. Those savings products need to be very long-term. So you're looking at long-duration assets, an appetite for long-duration assets. That absolutely matches with the requirement for financing of the infrastructure.
The very act of a train going through a tube is a piston. And pistons moving through a tube create heat, and if you travel on the tube line, you know exactly what I mean by that. Well, why can't we put that heat to good purpose? And so we've developed a concept of actually using the tunnel wall to actually capture that heat and to use it to surface the buildings above. We concluded it was too risky for us, and because the assets that we're putting down there have to last 100 years. But we haven't stopped the work on that, so our thoughts are, whilst we couldn't use it, we would like the next project to have something that was proven and that could be taken into consideration.
I'm Michael Malquin. I'm involved in something called the City Protocol Society, which is just about setting up globally, which is how cities are working together to develop common approaches. I think one of the things that I learned completely new was the issue of smart cities being something that generates lots of useful data. That's not only useful for the cities, but actually that will make it much more fundable for the financial institution.
I'm Brian Kilkelly at World Cities Network, and we're working with cities around the world on helping them to become more resilient. I think inspiring people to think about what the future might look like would be a great way for the Catapult to help attract a bigger audience. So I think the challenges for all of us is that there are many of us involved in this space, but we really need to get outside of our immediate network and to expand the boundaries.
My name's Andrew Collinson. I'm the digital manager at HS2 Limited. I think the point that most resonated with me during the showcase was the fact that there is a great talent pool out there that needs to be capitalised on by the Catapult, and we need to maximise the knowledge and expertise that's coming out of that, of these infrastructure projects, and utilise that to better advise government, particularly policymakers, special advisors, so that they are briefing ministers better, they are getting better advice, that the government can then come back to the private sector and create that greater synergy between the public and private sectors.